Good Sunday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Sunday today. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Joseph Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, not much, not much. We do have some rain going on over here near Loris, South Carolina. Again, not really much to say here, except for just downpours going through this lake. Ariel Crossroad, Polecat Landing, and Rains, South Carolina as well. All has a downpour moving through it right now. And then if you go up toward the upstate, not really much going on there either. If you go over to the MRMS, you can see here that not really much again is going on. Even if you go up there to North Carolina as well, just to the north of Jacksonville, just to the west of Havelock, North Carolina as well. And also over here near Vermont, New Hampshire, showers going through there. Maine, same thing as well. And then maybe even over here near Seattle, Portland, Oregon, and Idaho, Montana. All these regions right here, all are receiving rain as we speak. So as we move on from there, let's go on and talk about cloud cover. Cloud cover pretty much covering the entire state, most of them being low clouds, and pretty much covering the entire state. That's pretty much all I can say about that. And if we continue to move this forward, you see cloud cover still staying in effect for most of South Carolina, even as we go into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, cloud cover is still staying for the majority of South Carolina, even as we go 18 hours into the future. Here's our current temperature: 61 in Columbia, 68 in Charleston, 64 in Georgetown, 62 in Myrtle Beach, 59 in Florence, as well as 61 in Sumter, 59 in Rock Hill, 59 inside of Greenville, as well as Anderson, 62 in Augusta, 64 in Barnwell, 66 inside of Fairfax, as well as 68 inside of Walterboro and Beaufort and Savannah as well. Here's our low temperatures for tonight: 53 inside of Columbia, as well as Orangeburg, Barnwell, 52 in Aiken as well, 61 in Charleston as well, 62 in Hilton Head Island, as well as 58 in Georgetown, Myrtle Beach, 55 in Florence, 53 in Sumter, as well as 53 in Columbia, 50 in Winsboro, 48 inside of Spartanburg, and 49 in Greenville, Rock Hill, 50 inside of Anderson, and 49 inside of Newberry and Greenwood. Here's our forecast: precipitation for the next 24 or so hours, around 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible inside of Florence and Dillon, as well as just to the south of Rock Hill as well. All of that is possible. Also, if you continue through as well, excessive rainfall outlook, not really much going on. Go through day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I know there's no severe weather threat going on, but in terms of excessive rainfall, it's not really much here either, as no excessive rainfall is expected at all. And so let's go on and talk about the future for the next 48 or so hours. So here is the 18Z right here as we go on and push this forward, going into around like 9 o'clock ish. Just not seeing much in terms of shower and thunderstorm activity until you get to around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and showers, downpours, thunderstorms start to move into the low country of South Carolina, even as you get into 2 p.m. on Tuesday as well. So that's, again, not really much going on except for on Tuesday, early Tuesday going into even Tuesday afternoon, showers will start to move in, especially to the coastal PD regions, showers and thunderstorms. We'll check more on that tomorrow night and Tuesday morning. So that is that. You can see tropical cyclone activity is not expected over the next 48 hours, but for the next 7 days, a broad area of low pressure is likely to develop over the southwestern Caribbean Sea in a few days, Gradual development is possible thereafter, and a tropical depression could form late this week or over the weekend while the system begins to drift northward or northeastward over the southwestern and south central Caribbean Sea as well. No chance of development over the next 48 hours, as I just said, and only a 40% chance over the next 7 days as well. And that is that. In terms of the tropics, not really much going on in terms of the tropics. So, we're going to go on. We're going to talk about our weekly forecast. We're going to talk about our forecast for the week of October the 27th going all the way through to November the 2nd, which means our November forecast is coming out on Thursday. No, not Thursday. Friday. Maybe Friday. Maybe Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Even. Somewhere around those 3 days or so. I'm gonna have to see what happens as we get closer to the end of the week, because I don't know what I'm doing on Friday yet. Here's the eastern U.S. right here. And then as we go into the temperature map right here, oh, you can't see it. Hold on. There it is. So you can see as we go into the next 7 days or so, South Carolina will be above average in terms of not precipitation, but temperatures this week. It will not be as cool as it was for even as we go into, I'd say, like it has been for like the past couple of weeks or so, has how it's been like dropping a little bit. It's gonna definitely be warmer. It's gonna definitely be hotter. We're gonna talk about those temperatures actually after we talk about precipitation. But yes, you can see that temperatures are indeed above average for this week, and we'll check them out. Also, here is our 7-day precipitation outlook. Not much, and that's going to be a bit of a problem, especially for our drought that is going on right now. So that's going to be a bit of a problem as we get through. Not only is above average temperatures coming back, but below average rainfall is still here. So we're just going to have to wait and just see what happens, because we'll see what happens on Thursday from this. So let's go on, switch over to the models. The actual models, we're going around 300 or so hours in the future. We're going to talk about precipitation first. And as you continue to push this forward, not really seeing much in terms of shower, thunderstorm activity. Even as you get into around like November the 4th, November the 5th, election day, maybe showers near the coastal region, but it's not really much. And then as we get into November the 7th, look at this. The potential for a little hurricane to pop up just to the east of the Bahamas is possible, as it kind of goes north, but then it curves back around. Now that's very unlikely, and if it did do this, that would cause definitely some dangerous flash flooding for the Bahamas, and some gusty winds to continue through that area for a long period of time. So I don't think that is going to happen, especially as it is 300 hours out, and that will change. Might not even be here the next model run either, so we don't know. We don't know just yet. But that is that. So let's talk about temperatures now, because I do want to talk about that. As we continue going through, you can see temperatures inside of the 70s, the 80s as well. And then as you continue going through, lows still getting into around the high 40s, low 50s maybe, and then a cold front you see over here inside like Mississippi, Tennessee, as it pushes through South Carolina, bringing us some temperatures into the 40s and the 30s going into like November the 8th-ish, and then temperatures will maybe start to rise a little bit. So low temperatures probably in around the 50s, high temperatures into around maybe the low 80s / high 70s going into the next 300 or so hours. So that's what we're watching for. And so let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time as well. So as we push this forward, as we look at the audience over here, Trail says, "Greetings everyone, lovely day, and I walked 2 miles this morning. That is fantastic." Mr. Oliver says, good evening, cool and dreary at my house. Not a drop of rain. Also, I hope your throat and voice are doing better. Honestly, it hasn't really changed much. I honestly do think that it was a bit better yesterday than it actually is today. So I don't, like I said, like I say all the time, we're just gonna have to wait, um, and just see what happens. I'm also gotta stop talking so much as well. But she also says, what is the high and low temperature for tomorrow in Somerville? Do I need a jacket tomorrow morning? Um, so the high and the low temperature, I'm guessing for Monday. So you're talking about Monday going into Monday night, early Tuesday morning, as well. I can show that real quick. That is not a problem at all. So if you go into high temperatures for Monday, here's Monday right here. I get you can pretty much see it's kind of like in between Charleston and Moncks Corner, so around 74, 75 degrees most likely for tomorrow. If I was to try and guess there, and if you go in the low temperatures for Monday as well, low temperatures for Monday night around like 57, 58, 59 ish going into your Monday night from Monday 8 p.m. through Tuesday 10 o'clock in the morning. So pretty much around there is where I'd say for low temperatures as well. And then, so I'd say if you, tomorrow morning as well. So I'll talk about tonight as well. But tonight, low temperatures will only be around like 58, 59-ish. So it's pretty much on self-preference. But if you think you need a jacket for 58, 59 degree weather going into tomorrow morning, then I'd say definitely do it. But if you don't, then I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Trust suggestive, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. Confucius says, thank you for the weather station suggestion. No problem. I have both of them, and they both have their own weaknesses and strengths. For example, the Sane Logic one, in my opinion, does better with wind speeds, especially. But again, it matters on where the wind's going and exactly where you have it placed. But in terms of temperature and the rainfall, I definitely give Tempest that one. In terms of temperatures and rain and all that kind of stuff. And it's definitely more advanced. You can see forecasts. So if I was to get one, if you care more about wind speeds, I go Sane Logic. If you care about everything else and you don't really care about wind speeds that much, I'd say Sane Logic for sure. And then drink some warm tea. Somebody else has already told me that I might need to do that as well, so I might have to start considering it now. But going on, let's talk about San Antonio and Raleigh. So we're going to move our way down here. Move to the 18Z. And let me make sure that there's no other live chats before I go on. Nope, there's not. So let's talk about San Antonio and Raleigh as we move this forward. Not really much. No rain really expected. But I would not be surprised if an isolated shower was to go on around San Antonio. So do not be surprised. And then as you go on, talk about temperatures now as well. As we wait for this to load, let's check out the likes right now. We had we had 9 people watching and only 7 likes. Let's go in and get that like button up. If you have not hit the like button already, make sure that you do that. And if you go into high temperatures or low temperatures for tonight, around 60-ish high temperatures tomorrow, at around 86 low temperatures tomorrow night, at around 69 high temperatures going to around 83, 84, maybe even 85 as well as you go into your Tuesday. Move over here to Raleigh, North Carolina. Go into low temperatures for tonight at around 49 high temperatures tomorrow at around 65 low temperatures tomorrow night at around 48, 49 high temperatures going to around 60, 62, 63-ish. Somewhere around there. If you go into composite reflectivity as well. As we wait for this to load up right here. Low temperatures, not low temperatures, but rainfall. In terms of rainfall, not really much going on here either. I know that there's no threat for any sort of excessive rainfall, no threat for any severe weather, so you're good in terms of all of that. And that seems to be about it. So here's your live radar right here. We're at 284 subscribers right now, trying to get to 200 or 300 by November the 5th. Let's see if we can get to 285 tonight at least to 285, back to where we were. And November the 5th, election day, our subscriber goal is over in 9 days. So we have 9 days to get 16 subscribers. It's not impossible. We've done other stuff before. We got like 7 subscribers in 1 day before, and we made it to our goal. So it's not impossible. Not impossible at all. So make sure that you hit the share button if you have not already. Also make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. And I will be back. I will, in fact, be back tomorrow morning with your Monday forecast update, no matter if it sounds like I'm dying or not.
Hey!